Okay guys, so I just want to give you a quick overview today of an app that's on our iPads that you may not have gotten to use yet. It's called Prefer, and it's this one with the icon of a graph and a kite. It should be on all of your iPads. So go ahead and just click on that. And the one I'm going to demonstrate for you is the free operant assessment. So you just click on free operant and click new. And then I'm just going to call this one test since we're just demonstrating it. And then it's going to bring up this screen where you can set up what your assessment looks like. Click on select items, and you're going to have pictures of the items that you want to use. It can be edibles, it can be objects. We're just going to select a whole bunch here. And my experience has been that you can use about 9 items when you're doing this assessment. If you do more than that, it starts bumping things off your list and not allowing you to use them. Let's see, I've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, I got 9. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and hit done. And you can see I've already entered titles for the different stimuli, so that's already on there. And then I can set up how many sessions do I run and how long do I want to run the assessment. I'm just going to set it for 2 minutes right now just so that you can get a quick demonstration. Typically I would run it 5 to 10 minutes. And then I'm going to turn off item sampling. Item sampling, you would present each item individually for about 30 seconds. For free operant, I probably wouldn't use that, so I'm going to turn that off. That'll just save time in our demonstration here. And then when I'm ready, I'm going to go ahead and hit Save Settings and Start. And that's going to bring me to this screen. It gives you nice little instructions here that says on each trial, arrange the items in a line in the order shown. Touch Start in the bottom left to begin, and when the client starts or stops interacting with an item, touch the matching image. And when you're ready, just click OK, and then click Start in the bottom left. And then what you're going to do is, let's assume that little Johnny picks up the slinky. We're going to click the slinky, and you see how it's selected there. And he's going to play with that for a few seconds, and then while he's playing with the slinky, maybe he picks up the beads too. So we're going to go ahead and select the beads also. And he continues playing for a couple minutes, and then he's going to put the beads down. And pretty soon he puts the slinky down and picks up the piano. And now he's playing with the piano. We're just observing. Obviously in real life this would probably go on a little longer, but for this demonstration purpose I'm making it go quickly. If it's like one little friend of mine, he may be using the piano and the clapper, and maybe he's shaking some beads at the same time. And now he's going to put down the piano and pick up the, well, let's have him put down the beads, pick up the slinky. So you're just observing, you're just selecting and unselecting items as he picks them up and puts them down. Very simple. Just continuing through the process. Oh, and now he's putting everything down and going to the Jack in the Box. That's a pretty cool toy. So you may spend quite a bit of time playing with that. And then he's going to get tired of that and he's going to go back to the piano. So you can kind of see how this is going. I'm not going to let it run the entire time just because of not boring you. So when we're done, we're just going to click Save Quit on the bottom right here. And hopefully we're going to get a, there we go. So we're going to, you saw I went back in, and now we have a nice graph that shows which items were interacted with for the longest periods of engagement. So you've got your percent of engagement on the left y-axis there, and your items across the bottom. The dog piano was the most popular, then the slinky and the clapper were about the same amount. So this gives you a really nice quick way, especially for running free operants. I love this, but it also gives instructions on how to run any kind of assessment. Going back here to the menu, you can use this app to run free operant, multiple without or with replacement, paired stimulus or single stimulus. You can keep a stimulus library handy on your iPad. And then down at the bottom there you see tutorials. They have some really nice video tutorials on YouTube about how to run each of these assessments. So if you'd like to see an example of an assessment, they have some really nice videos for you to watch. So this is a tool that's available on your iPad now. I encourage you to practice with it. It does take a little practice to get the hang of how it works, but once you understand how it works, it's a great tool to use for your preface assessments without having to take all that data by hand. Hope you enjoyed this, and I hope that's a tool that you can use often.